So I did not really play sports when I was growing up. I played like soccer when I was probably like 5. In high school, I was a high school cheerleader. I did do 1 season of high school track though, because one of the girls on my cheer squad had a 6-pack, and she said the key to getting a 6-pack was to join the track team. My name is Miranda Alcaraz, and I am the co-founder and co-creator, but sole namer of Street Parking. Didn't do any college sports or anything. Actually went to school for interior design, but was teaching group fitness classes the whole time. Spinning and cardio kickboxing, and I think I was Bosu ball certified and cardio hip hop and like all that kind of stuff. And then became a personal trainer. And so around that same time is when I found CrossFit just online. There were no CrossFit affiliates where I lived. I didn't know anyone that did it. Started doing the workouts myself first, the higher intensity functional movements, and then started doing it with my clients. Opened the first CrossFit gym in Salt Lake City in 2008. Around that same time, I went and did a level 2 with CrossFit HQ. I passed, and they asked if I'd be interested in working on the seminar staff. So for the next 8 years, I traveled all over the world, over 300 seminars with CrossFit, and was also focused on trying to compete and be a CrossFit competitor. I was in a car accident in 2012. Long story short, an unstable C2 fracture, which basically they told me afterwards that if I would have tripped and fallen or been hugged weird or even like sneezed or been like moderately rear-ended, that I could have been paralyzed. Walked around like that for like 17 days. They told me that the reason that I was able to walk away and be okay from that was because I had so much muscle in my neck. That moment, my fitness saved my life, or at least saved me from being paralyzed. And that was the first time really that I recognized an opportunity to show and share my story of struggle, but continuing to move forward. And it's something that since then I've really adopted, being very open and authentic and sharing struggles, not just filtered Instagram highlights, but the real stuff in life that's going on, and wanting to use whatever I'm going through in my life to help other people find strength in theirs, I guess. So 2014, 2015, I was on NorCal CrossFit's team, and we competed at the games. We were definitely the best team at the CrossFit Games in 2015. Saturday morning, we're winning the games by 100 points. It's a 1 rep max clean and jerk event. I tore my ACL completely. They competed for 2 full days without me. It really made me realize some like very harsh things, and it was hard to go through. Yeah, that's kind of how like competing ended for me, and I'm glad that it ended with like a lesson, and a lesson in humility that at the time maybe I really needed. I'm so glad that I was pregnant when we launched Street Parking, because to be honest, we're not trying to attract athletes at this point. It's not who we're for. There's plenty of programs out there for that. We want people who are real. We started the program because we were really busy, and then we got really excited about it when I was pregnant, because now it's even more real that we're gonna need workouts we can do at home. And because that's who I was, that's who we attracted, and that's who has continued to come. Real moms, real dads, real people. I have a goal of having another child too, which is a whole like, maybe now that I've had 1 child and I've had so much exposure to moms, sharing more of that journey this time and documenting it a little bit more to help other people, and just finding consistency. I think that's the main thing with Street Parking, is helping people to realize that it doesn't need to be glamorous. It doesn't need to look cool on your Instagram. You don't need a lot of equipment. You don't need a lot of space. That if you just keep showing up, even if the workout seems silly or simple or too short or whatever, you're gonna get so much more out of being consistent. To me, Street Parking is like, it's cheesy, but it's like keeping it real. We want to be helpful. For years, we were entertaining. We were athletes. I would post muscle up, slow-mo muscle up shots and 180-pound snatches and whatever. That's great. It's entertaining. I'm not helping anybody by posting that stuff and by doing that. And it's silly for me to tell a regular, everyday person that that's what they should be doing. It's unnecessary and it's silly. So it's real. It's keeping it real on every level.